Hey everybody, I'm Cadet Lamani, this is Cadet Aguilera. Welcome to the Det 330 experience. So you might have been wondering, we're the new hosts. We're trying to take this in a different direction, do some new stuff. A little bit myself, and both of us actually, we're both prior service, 4 years Air Force and 5 years?
5 years Navy.
5 years Navy, so a bit of an outsider, but still welcome to us. I did 4 years in the Air Force. I was an aircraft hydraulics maintainer on the KC-135 and the KC-46 when that very recently just came out.
Nice.
I got out in March 2020, right when the pandemic hit, thinking it was the best idea. But so far, I've been happy with it. I want to do ROTC, go back as an officer, make some changes, do some good. And what about yourself?
So yeah, 5 years in, I was on the combat engineering side as an equipment operator, so I got to play in the dirt with Tonka trunks, which was pretty cool. And then did a couple deployments here and there, and pretty much got out in, you said you got out in March?
Yeah, March 2020.
I was in April, April 2020. And then the pandemic just took off, so that's been cool, right?
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
It's been a great experience.
So we're going to do a little bit more fun here. We're going to try to take everything a little less seriously. Just do exactly what we do as ROTC, because we're all our college students. We're just trying our best to make it in this whole program and make it with college. And it's a lot. So we're going to give you kind of our side as not only ROTC cadets, not only as college students, and not only as prior service. We're going to mash it all together and try to give you the best entertainment and best conversation we can. So let's start off with the first thing probably on everybody's mind. What does expeditionary mindset mean? That buzzword was thrown around a lot. During the field,
was it that town hall?
Yeah, the field training town hall for 2021. I feel like there was 3 sentences in a row where you said, let's not forget that expeditionary mindset. And a lot of you probably thinking, what does that even mean? And you're right for thinking that.
It's a cool sounding word.
It's a great sounding word. I love the military and its buzzwords.
Right.
My favorite is
so
lethality.
Catchy. That's
readiness.
I like that. Yeah,
I love that one. But
expeditionary mindset.
It's basically a fun little way to say you're going to be tested, both mentally, physically. Things are kind of bare bones. As we all know, we're going to Camp Shelby this summer, which is not as built up as Maxwell. The door is not as many dorms. There's not as many facilities. I know one big buzzword, as he said, or one big topic was no more like roommates. We're now back to how we're
open bays.
How we're both used to it with BMT with open bays. I think he set up to 20, so that means probably bunk beds, single beds, shared showers.
Just one long room.
It's gonna be different, but
it'll be an experience.
Exactly, but that's something you can be able to take away from this is that the big thing about expeditionary is that it's all these fun things. It's also temporary. Field training has already been temporary. This part is going to be temporary too. It's going to be stressful. It's going to be fun.
I mean, at most we're looking at like 3 weeks.
2 weeks max.
2. Okay.
Not counting any kind of quarantine.
Right.
Stuff going on with that. So a fun little tidbit about Camp Shelby is our resident cadet over here actually did some time over there during his time. So what can you tell us about it? Is facilities, dormitories?
First, I want to start off by saying if you ever told me that I'd be getting out of the military and still going back to Shelby, I would have called you a liar. But here we are. So yeah, Shelby. It's Mississippi. If you've never been, first, congratulations. But secondly, it's swamp. It's a swampy, it's the south. It's hot. It's humid. All that's to be expected. And to top it off, we're going in the summer, summer field training. So, let me see. I don't know too much about Maxwell, but from what I've seen, it looked fairly developed. It is a base after all, right?
Yeah.
So,
it's a camp.
I mean, when you think of Camp Shelby, you can look up pictures, but it's really like, this is a camp. Like as soon as your boots on the ground, it's just bare bones. Facilities, first off, it's huge.
Okay. That's something.
Yeah, this place is tremendously huge. I think back in the day, we're talking like World War II, it was used as like an explosives range, testing range. And this is from personal experience. Me and my battalion, we'd go out there, do little training exercises here and there. Every once in a while, you run into a UXO, and you got to call EOD. They come out, they take care of it. But
things.
It happens. Is it gonna happen during field training? I hope not. I don't think so.
I don't know. That'll be a story. Not a lot of POCs come home being like, "We found a bomb."
Yeah, we found a bomb out there, but and I'm saying all this so that you really wrap your head around like the kind of setting this is,
Absolutely.
right? But yeah, besides that, it's huge. I have a lot of stories from there, but it's also like a hunting ground. People they open it up. It's owned by the Army, right? But it's open to the public. So I mean, it was fairly common for me to be like on a patrol in the middle of the woods and run into a dude in a reflective vest who's like, "I'm just here hunting," and I'm like, "All right, keep it moving." But yeah, so it's a tremendous place. As in, size facilities, they exist. I never set foot in one because we were all about the expeditionary mindset.
Absolutely.
So one-man tents all the way, sleeping outside. But I seen them in the distance. They're out there, and I can't speak so much in terms of like the dorms and what exactly they have out there. But if you can take an educated guess, it's gonna be up to Army standards. So expect that. Yeah, it's just not it's not an easy environment. The humidity is gonna be there's stuff to be mindful about, right?
Yeah.
The humidity, the heat, you're gonna get just the water sucked out of your body constantly because it's just what humidity does.
Fantastic.
You're gonna want to be hydrating, and I know that's already a thing, right? Like we get annoyed like every 15 minutes, stop and hydrate. But no, out there you're gonna want to be drinking water for real. Besides that, I'm sure we're not gonna have to hunt for food. That'll be provided, right? And that would make a nice little segue for what we're talking about later.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We'll get to that.
We'll get
We're
there.
not going to spoil it just yet. So next thing we're kind of going to go into is less ROTC focused, more Big Air Force focused. This coming April 2021, it is now mandatory to sport these puppies, OCPs, ABUs out the door. Fun little test trial with those. Not a whole lot of functionality. They do look cool though. I will actually give it that. Those were actually one of my top favorite uniforms.
The ABUs?
Yeah, especially as like a kid or like a teenager going like a lot of me dropping out of college the first time and going to the Air Force, like I really gotta get a set of those.
Yeah.
And I was in, I'm like, I gotta get a set of these. Now I have a set of these and I'm like,
that's always how it is, huh? Because
oh yeah, you're always chasing something.
I remember when I was enlisting, right, the Navy was still using the little blue digi camo, what we call the blueberries.
The most functional uniform there is.
Absolutely, its functions are limitless. But I remember seeing those, and I'm like, those are cool. I need a pair. And then you get a pair, and then I'd see the Air Force walking around the ABUs, and I'm like, man, tiger stripes though. Yeah. And I just thought they were cool looking.
Well, as we'll see in a second, tiger stripes don't always go into the best of route. You'll see what we almost had, and it just I can't even explain it in words. You'll see. But we're going to go through some of our favorite uniforms, what we thought were the best, and some of the worst stuff in there. So I'm actually going to bring it up right here. If you're watching us right now, you'll be able to see in a second. If you're listening with us, I implore you to look some of these up because they are extremely impressive. So we're going to start with one of my favorites. I call this the kind of Marine, not really, don't ask uniform. As you can see, it is near exactly like the Marine one. Like it has the collar.
The collar.
That's exactly what got me. Was the collar kind of looks.
This is a special blend of uniforms.
It's
I feel like
Star Warsy.
Yeah,
I've seen an edit of this where like there's Darth Vader right next to him, and it's weird how much it fits. He's like right there.
I can see it because they do have the whole the choker thing going on, and then they got the belts, but it's all black.
That's what I love. The black of it is just it's sleek.
It is.
That's
sleek.
what I think Space Force should be. It's a whole
they
question.
should definitely go down that road.
I'm a diehard Space Force to the end. Our next one, so it was one of my favorites. We're gonna go to the worst. This is what I was talking about. So this is what we almost had instead of the ABUs. It was kind of like a blue. It was tiger stripe, but blue, and you see how there was like that belt right there.
I don't know if I'm alone thinking this, but like when I see this camo, I'm thinking like a Russian fighter jet.
Exactly.
I feel like they used the same.
Have you ever seen Red Dawn?
Yes.
The original, the terrible one.
Uh-huh.
This is what they were wearing.
Yeah.
It's not even a conversation. All right, and we're gonna go back up. One of my favorites. This is the classic. This is
timeless, dude.
That's timeless. This is the Hap Arnold, about 1950s, 1960s. We just became a branch. We're just exploring. What do? We kind of go like this. which in a sense it's a little lazy. It's the Army uniform but blue. But I think that's the best. Like the Army just went back to pinks and greens, which is what this is, but in their olive drab.
Right.
This in blue, that's perfect for us. I think this
Honestly,
was ideal.
I just feel so strongly about that one. It's a timeless look. You know what I mean?
I think
you
so
see
too.
it and you already know what it is. Like
There's no question as to what is happening.
Right.
Exactly. So now.
Now what you're about to see is going to make you think what is happening.
This is one of our favorites for our reasons. And this actually, we're going to lead up to this. I'm going to get rid of this for a second.
Oh, we're coming back?
I want to just go on a quick tangent on how every band uniform in every branch looks immaculate. Like they've got
like their own designers. I'm sure
most of our funding has to be those.
No,
uniforms.
it goes to the band. Yeah.
It's money well spent. I have no complaints. I think they are the stylish, most snappy. It's incredible.
I'm jealous.
I look like
they don't even need a march. They just play music, right?
Exactly.
I guess every once in a while.
I give them credit. They're good people. They're good players. But this. So here's one of ours. I just love everything about this.
I love this man.
Look at. Do I have to go into it?
I don't even really know like what's happening on the uniform.
I'm sold by the head. The hat.
The hat should be like standard issue.
It's incredible.
And the scepter thing. I'm like.
I know it sounds. All of this sounds sarcastic. I'm not joking in any way. I think
I legitimately like
all the band uniforms are incredible.
The sash.
So and now back to a little bit more speed. This is actually the uniform that they wear at the Air Force Academy. So this is what their cadets wear. And you can kind of see it's a blend of what we are currently wearing with that Hap Arnold, where it has like the pockets right here. I think this is incredibly snazzy. I think it's a controversial opinion, but the wheel caps, a lot of people trash on them. They call us bus drivers. I love them. I think that's
I don't
legacy, that's heritage.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Right? That is perfect for us.
It's a nice blend of keeping in with the whole. You said it earlier. It's like unity across the branches, heritage, right?
Yes. Yes.
It's a nice blend between that, but it's also Air Force. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. It has its benefits.
I like it. I think it looks good.
And back down a little bit. Some people who have been in for a while, they probably know this one. This was very short-lived. So this was done with General McPeak in the 1990s. It just looked like an airline pilot. It's not.
It's strange
because you have the cufflings with
see, that's
lines.
like the one thing that I like about it.
Really?
But it stops.
There's nothing to.
And maybe
there's no name tag. There's nothing. I don't even know this man's rank. I think the rank is the sleeves. And I just realized.
Well, I think I might be biased.
Really?
Because that's what naval officers use.
Okay.
I mean, they still have the little, what's it called, epaulets or whatever on the shoulders, but the sleeves is also a thing. I don't know. I think it could be done well. That one, not a fan of the whole getup though.
That's absolutely fair. I'll give you that. We just thought we'd go through some of that. That's some of our favorite uniforms. So I'll give you some benefits of the OCPs. These things are insanely comfy. If you haven't worn them already, I found that the ABUs were incredibly starchy. I know that's like a weird thing. You don't really understand it until you felt it. They're very stiff. These are very, very soft, very easy to move around in, movable, flexible, much easier to work in. For me anyway, because former maintainer, just actually moving around in them was just so much easier doing that. You've been in several uniforms now. So what's your favorite that you've been in?
Including dress uniforms or just like for functionality?
Let's do your camos. You've been in the blueberries, what are they, type 3s?
The type 3s, which was
and then OCPs.
Now these.
And in two of those you've had to shine your shoes. Your boots.
Yeah.
The black boots, which is just terrible.
It's funny because we do that now for the shoes, the black shoes, the dress shoes.
Yeah, we always have to do that.
Really?
Yeah, well, when you're in, you get core frames, but that's the whole thing.
Ah, okay. Because that's what I was using. But anyways, actually, there's another uniform too. The old school, the coveralls. Because that's what you wear on a ship.
Yes. It was like that's just like a plain blue. So you've had 4 different utility.
And you know what's funny? The least complicated one, which is just the coveralls, I have to say was probably the most comfortable uniform. Because the Navy had a couple different versions of it. Where like I think the last one that I went through at least were called FFEs, which is I think it was named that way because it was supposed to be part of like the fire. Or no, I'm remembering it differently. FFEs is the firefighting ensemble, but whatever. The last one they came out was supposed to be like fire retardant.
Okay.
And if you wash them enough times, they became pajamas.
That's oh, that totally reminds me. Fabric softener, dryer sheet. Don't use them because this has a kind of coating on it. Like it's a what is it? IR repellent, or like you can't see it in infrared.
Oh, that's right.
Or
Yeah,
night vision. But if you use those
I think
products,
it is.
you will. So don't do that. Yeah, they'll get you on that.
You'll glow actually. On
you'll like actually be vibrant. So if you do sear, if you're air crew, power to you. And if you go through sear, they'll get on you about that. So yeah, we kind of sped through that. That was kind of fun though. So now for one that I'm very very excited for. So people that have been in, that are going to be in, you've heard, tasted, seen MREs, meals ready to eat. The foundation of a nutritious anything in the military. They can't feed you. Here's an MRE.
You're running out of time. There's an MRE.
We don't really want to like deal with you right now. Here's an MRE. So we have done our top 5 MREs for flavor, functionality, whatever it may be. I figured I'd go first. Then
I went a little shorter on my list, but I feel like I definitely did top 3, and I'll stick by that.
We'll do each, and then let's discuss.
Okay.
All right. So I got number 1, chili mac. Chili macaroni and cheese. That is a staple in the military. If you've heard of MREs, you've heard of chili mac, and it's simple as that.
That's a clear.
Its biggest winnings is it's one of the few entrees that actually tastes good. Like I think.
Yeah.
So. It actually
like legitimately just tastes good.
Flavor
you don't need to be
it.
adding
exactly.
stuff too much.
Top of it, you don't get this all the time. It comes with Skittles, which, listen, when you're just eating fiber and cardboard with peanut butter and spicy jalapeno cheese.
Now you say cardboard, I just want to mention you're gonna end up at some point with an MRE, and it's gonna bring that dehydrated bread.
Yes.
That's like that thin, but also thick, and it's weird, and it's dehydrated. Did you ever eat that with anything?
Yeah, I either did the peanut butter or the spicy jalapeno cheese.
I think I only ever used that bread for that brisket to make like a
McRib.
To make a McRib. To make an. That's exactly.
Oh yeah,
what it
that's
was.
actually that is a conspiracy of ours. The McRib is nothing special. It is simply the same manufacturer who makes the MRE. I think it's I have it on here. The pork rib and barbecue sauce. Just factions it over to McDonald's
just
for a month or 2.
Once a year, whatever they do.
And there you
just open up the supply
line. It's the same thing. All right. Anyway, back to my number 2, beef ravioli. Now this one kind of hit me because it's weird how unique the flavor is, and when I say unique, I mean it really does taste like ravioli. Like it has the sauce, it has the flavor of the ravioli. Like my family would crucify me for this. I'm Italian, but like it was pretty good ravioli. I'm just saying it. I'll call that it is, and it comes with M&Ms.
I would classify the beef as a beef ravioli, right? I would put those under like edible, but not my top choice.
What do you mean classify as edible, but not? Okay, fine. We'll come.
If you see the,
we'll come to you. All right, number 3, maple sausage. Now this is a contender and a split for a lot of people because breakfast is hotly contended. I know there's omelets that you can get. Is there anything with like a pancake?
I've never seen those. Pancakes, they do have those.
Pancakes, but
they're like the tiny ones.
People either love the breakfast or absolutely despise them.
There's no middle ground.
There's absolutely no middle ground. I really like them. My favorite is the maple sausage, which is very fun. It comes with fruit snacks. You don't see a lot, so it's a little sweet, but not too sweet when you get those snacks. And something that comes with not a lot, but like specifically, it comes with dehydrated coffee, which if you're any kind of an addict like I am,
it comes in clutch.
It comes in clutch, and the best thing to do is they want you to like mix it with water. You just tear that packet open, throw it back in your mouth, swish it with water, and now you have a cup of coffee. Just like that, you had a cup of coffee.
And you're ready to go. It's real coffee.
It really gets you.
It got me going.
I enjoyed it. My 4th is meatball marinara, kind of on the same track as the beef ravioli as to why I like it. It's just something about the sauce. It's actually flavorful and it's actually really good.
What was that one? The meatball marinara?
Meatball marinara.
I think it might just be because you're Italian, man.
I don't... they were okay. I'm talking IG.
All right. Please don't afford me.
OSI's going to get you in a second.
OSI's coming in.
They're already here. Last is obviously pork rib with barbecue sauce. Again, it's a McRib. I cannot stress...
It's a McRib, but when you're... How do I say this?
I don't know.
When you're starving and there's... man, I don't... Look, it goes hard. I'll stand by the McRib.
And you say that starving. I have never been... I've actually found... These things have about 1,800 calories per
it's
MRE.
ridiculous. Per bag, yeah.
Yeah, please don't eat everything in it.
No.
You don't need to. But, like, there are times where you're like, if I don't eat anything, like, I'm going to be...
You'll pass out. Right?
Yeah, they're made for, they're made for, like, you know, you're in the
war
field.
Fighters. And it literally says it on the bag.
It says warfighter.
It's got the warfighter brand on it.
Say this. All right, so
so
had a
let me
lot to say about mine. Go for it.
So, beef stew, which you said you've never had. So we can let that one...
I've definitely never had the beef stew.
I've
seen people get the beef stew. I have not had the beef stew. I heard people talk about it, though.
There's not much to say, but, like, it's literally, like, what you see is what you get. It's a beef stew, and it's good. It comes with, I think most of them come with the little Tabasco packets. But, dude, I love hot sauce.
Hold up, really?
Yeah.
I've never seen those. Wait, it was like the little bottles?
No, that's, like, super old school. Now it's just a little plastic. You tear them open, pour them in there. But it's Tabasco.
I have seen the bottles. I haven't seen the packets.
What?
Which makes me question, like, the age of my... Oh, here's fun. My Skittles once, so old they had the green apple still. Now it's lime now.
Seriously?
They had a green apple flavor. I was almost impressed. It's all vacuum sealed anyway. Who cares?
Yeah.
That's whatever.
That's what they say. I mean, I'll trust them.
Whatever.
But anyways, yeah, beef stew. It tastes exactly like a stew. Comes with the hot sauce. I love it.
Feeling like a nice wet, cold environment, and that warms you up.
Yeah, I think that's maybe why I have such fond memories of a beef stew.
That was the only thing you held on to?
The only warm thing I had.
It's like, this is great. I love this.
Which I just want to clarify. Camp Shelby, yeah, it's hot, it's humid during the summer. In the winter, it just becomes a really cold swamp. So, like, imagine humidity, but now it's just really cold, and you're still sweating.
There's no
all right.
break.
And then, yeah, so, another my breakfast
Your
item.
breakfast.
Which I'm not going to give you too much flack. Maple syrup, or the maple sausage, dude, goes hard.
It was good.
I like it.
Oh, and by the way, it comes in like a sausage patty. It doesn't. It's not like sausage.
Yeah, it's not links.
It's just it's a brick of sausage.
Yeah. My breakfast item: hash browns. The hash browns MRE.
Yeah,
I think
I have no. It's
man,
fantastic.
were they giving me like just the boxes no one wanted?
No, I'm saying in a good way.
Oh, okay.
I agree.
I thought you're like I've never seen these before, so I'm like starting to get worried over here.
Oh no, I have no doubt in my mind that like whatever I didn't choose was like well there's some sailor down the road.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and I know that's exactly what happens because it happened to me on deployment. But we'll let bygones be bygones.
Air Force
anyways,
push you over. I choose first.
But anyways, the hash browns, I'm pretty sure that one also comes with hot sauce. At least I remember it.
I'm noticing a pattern.
A lot of them came with it. Anyways, it also comes with like bacon, like the bacon bits, bell peppers, and like little tiny pieces of onion. But dude, I'm telling you, you heat this one up, you mix it up, and I mean, if you want to trade maybe the hot sauce for someone's like cheese, the little cheese, whatever they're called, cheesy hash browns, dude. It's amazing. It's versatile. And then last on my list, chicken chunks.
Chicken chunks.
Did you ever have them?
Did I?
Oh my god, Nick.
Chicken chunks.
You're getting me worried, dude. It's literally man, how do you even describe this? They're just chunks of chicken, like the.
I'll be honest with you. I feel like I definitely saw the words chicken chunks,
and you were like, "No."
The last thing I'm getting is a chunk of chicken.
It looks like it can give you salmonella, but I never got it, so
I think I got salmonella more times at like the DFAC than I ever did.
I rarely ate there, man.
Really?
I didn't trust it. I mean, if you think whatever you had is bad, let me put it in a little bit of perspective. The people from my base were driving 37 to 40 minutes to the Air Force Base, Keesler Air Force Base, to go eat at their dining facility and come back.
And that solves it.
You guys are in the right branch. I'll just put it like that.
That's why you're here.
That's why I'm here.
We all make mistakes.
Yeah, mistakes. But yeah, dude, chicken chunks. I loved it. Oh, it comes with the buffalo sauce, that one. So you can make and tortillas.
Oh!
So you can make like a chicken chunk
I have
tortilla
that.
thing.
Okay.
Dude, it's so good. That's why I put it down.
Okay.
But yeah, man,
that makes
those
a
are
lot
my
of sense.
top 3. I stand by them. You had good ones, though.
No, we definitely did. All right, you have any last words?
Closing remarks.
Last words, alibis.
Man, I can't think of anything. The semester just started.
Yeah, semester started. We're very excited.
Just done with L-Lab, the first L-Lab.
Yes, let's put some time frame on that. Let's why not? Let's talk about that. We had a first.
Talk about it, yeah.
Well, I mean, as much as we can for the first lead labs.
Right,
Bunch of admin stuff. We were actually last semester we were in the same flight. Now we're in different flights, which is upsetting. But we were in the same 101 and 201.
Finally.
So yeah, right. You had the afternoon.
Last semester I was doing the afternoon, so it was like L-Lab. I'd take a nap and then go back.
Yeah. But yeah, we're both in classes today. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We're definitely we're looking forward to the FTP, as everybody keeps saying, as crazy as it may be. We're excited, and we're hopefully
A little stressed but excited.
definitely stressed.
You're definitely
but excited.
stressed.
Yeah.
But good things
Absolutely.
are happening.
We're new to the PA team. As you can see, we're trying to add something different to it. Just add some fun. We'd love to hear from you.
I was gonna say we're always open for suggestions.
Oh yeah, if you know us personally, if you have our group me, our phone number, or email, whatever, please shoot us questions. Shoot us whatever you wanted us to talk about. What you want us to say.
Topics, we'd love topics.
Yeah, or DM the Instagram or the Det330 Instagram.
Yeah.
DM any questions there. Anything you have, we'd love to talk about it. And
Yeah, and you'll probably catch us there at some point too, running
absolutely,
the page.
yeah, and there's definitely very little moments where you have the ability to just break that mold, break that seriousness, and just kind of be able to talk to each other. Because something I found in the military, that the best way to bond and to be those best friends that they talk about, make friends for life, the best way to do that was to actually separate you and that person from the military setting. So you don't see them you don't see them and you focus on work. You don't see them and you focus on ROTC. You don't see them and you focus on stress. You see them, we've hung out all the time now. We whenever we hang out, that's hangout time. That's not ROTC, and we have that separation. So do that and see this moment as if you're not hanging out with the person, you're hanging out with us right now. How you doing? You're having a great time. You're sitting on that side of the table. We're happy to have you. And yeah, I'm just happy to be here. Happy to be a part of it. I feel like we got great things.
Yeah. So as far as I know, we're gonna continue the podcast. So we'll promise to get better. This was
this is first trial. This is first rounds. And we're gonna excel, and we're gonna try to do better each time.
But hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. We tried to make it as fun as we could, right? And establish that connection. But
yeah, exactly. We'll talk about more serious stuff and more related stuff. Maybe if FTP starts getting crazy or anything like that, we'll talk about whatever is related to us. Maybe even bring up some Air Force or military news that comes up. Keep you guys informed. For that, I'm gonna leave you guys with a safety brief. Very simply. Don't add from population. Don't take away from population. Don't wind up in the newspaper, TV, or jail. That is it. You guys have an excellent week.
Have a blessed day, guys. We'll catch you guys next time.